I moved into the old farmhouse a few months ago, drawn by its rustic charm and the solitude it promised. Nestled in the wilderness, miles from the nearest neighbor, it was perfect for my writing. The first few weeks were blissful, filled with the sounds of nature and the scratch of my pen against paper. But then, odd things began happening. Shadows flitted just beyond my vision, and at night, whispers crept through the walls. I dismissed them as my imagination, until the night I heard the footsteps. They echoed down the hallway, slow and deliberate, stopping right outside my bedroom door. That night, I locked the door and pressed my ear against it, heart pounding. I heard a low, rasping voice, barely a whisper. Let me in. Panic surged through me, and I stumbled back, grabbing the nearest object for protection. I never opened the door, and the voice eventually faded away. With each passing day, the footsteps grew bolder, the whispers more insistent. I found myself trapped in a cycle of dread and exhaustion, unable to write, unable to sleep. One evening, driven by desperation, I set up a camera in the hallway, determined to capture whatever was tormenting me. The following morning, I reviewed the footage with trembling hands. The screen showed the hallway, still and empty, until the stroke of midnight. That's when the air seemed to ripple, and a shadowy figure emerged from the wall, gliding silently towards my door. My blood ran cold as I realized it wasn't just a shadow, it was a reflection. The figure was identical to me, down to the clothes I wore and the fear in my eye. I watched in horror as it turned to face the camera, a twisted smile spreading across its face before it vanished back into the wall. Reeling from the revelation, I scrambled to find any clues about the house's history. Hidden in the attic, I discovered a dusty journal belonging to the previous owner. The entries spoke of a mirror, a cursed artifact capable of creating a doppelganger, a perfect but malevolent replica. As I read the final entry, my heart stopped. It warned of the doppelganger's ultimate goal to replace its original. Just then a creak echoed from behind me. I spun around, the journal slipping from my grasp as my own face stared back at me, smiling.